I will say,
Yeah.
so first
First
of
of
all,
all,
I will say, first of all, the State Bank of India is the largest public sector bank of India, having the customer base of 44 crores. And it is even said that the customer base of SBI is more than many populations of many countries. So I will be privileged if I can work with such a great organization.
hmm, then that's all.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. और कुछ बड़ा बात बढ़िया बात बताइए ना. अच्छा,
Uh,
what else you know about our State Bank of India?
So, State Bank of India has a market capitalization of one fourth in the banking sector. With that, it is the only bank which is in the Fortune 500 list of the world. And the chairman of State Bank of India is Mr. Dinesh Kumar Kharaji. And the State Bank of India also have four MDs. With that, the net profit of State Bank of India is highest in the last quarter, and State Bank of India is also working very well.
Hmm. How do you say it is working very well?
So the trust of the people and the amount and the deposits that people are doing with the bank is really very nice.
Hmm. So why banks are doing insurance canvassing business?
So this can be work as a additional income for the bank, and also by providing insurance awareness things to the public, the financial literacy can be enhanced in our country.
If a customer wants to open a bank account, what are the things required?
So first of all, the customer need to have the valid ID proof. This can be his Aadhaar card, voter ID proof, or the yeah, and PAN card also. With that, the customer have to fill if he want to do it on the offline basis. He have to fill a account form for account opening. And now the banks are also giving the facilities to open the bank account online. So there also customer can do open their bank account.
What if the customer is not having documents? Can he
Uh,
not open a bank account?
So banks give the facilities to the customer who don't have the valid documents like address proof to open up a small account, and the customer have to submit the valid ID proof within 1 year.
Good, good. Very nice. What is eKYC and how eKYC works?
So eKYC is electronic know your customer. The banks provide the facilities to the customer to submit the KYC documents online, by not visiting to the branches of the bank.
A person carrying a PAN card enters a bank premises and asks you to open a bank account. Can you open a bank account?
No, sir. So, because while opening a bank account, the address proof of the customer is needed, and in the PAN card, the address is not mentioned. So, you have to submit some resident address proof also.
What proof is given by the PAN card?
So, it is the permanent ID number and the name of the person present on the PAN card.
Which type of proof is it giving? It is giving identity proof.
Yes,
It is
sir.
only confirming the identity of the person. Good.
Okay, sir.
What do you know as a creditor and a debtor?
So, creditor is the person who gives loans to another person, and debtor is the person who takes the loan. I'm not
Good.
sure, sir.
Correct, correct. That is correct. Why you have studied what?
So I have studied economics.
Acha, economics, though you must know it's not a very far away topic for you. Huh?
Yes, sir.
It's not a very far away topic. It is more or less um, recent related question only. Now, please tell me something about the recent changes in the budget as far as income tax is concerned.
So first of all, our finance minister has given the rebate, has increased the rebate in the income tax. Now the in person having the income of 7 lakh need not to pay any taxes. With that, the slabs have also changed by the government of India, in which they have reduced the slabs, and also the finance minister has told if the person is choosing the new income tax regime, so he will be not so I don't getting the word, like the he doesn't get the tax exemption benefits.
Good. Now, tell me something about the GDP figure of our country. Whatever you know about it, uska bare mein. What is GDP? What is India's GDP? Which country tops in GDP?
So, GDP is gross domestic product. It is the value of goods and services that is produced in the territory of a country. Uh, it also includes the person who is a foreigner and is working in our country. We include that these peoples also. So the Indian GDP now is around $3 trillion, and it is India is now the fourth largest economy in the terms of GDP, and the USA is now on the top.
Good. Now, India's GDP income, major source of income for India's GDP, which sector is that? Is it manufacturing or which sector is that?
So I think the service sector is contributing a good amount to the GDP.
Yeah, 50% of GDP is contributed by services sector. Correct. But what is the position of agricultural sector? How much of population is engaged in that? And what is its contribution to our economy?
So the agriculture sector is employing many people, like around 50 to 60% persons are engaged in the agriculture field, but the contribution toward the GDP is very low. It's around 40%, I think. I'm
No, no,
not
no.
sure. So,
No, no. 17 to 18%. 17% only. Once upon a time, it used to be 19 and all that. Now I'm told it is around 17%, 17 to 18, not much. That is the
okay.
main complaint we are all making. That say 50% of our population plus 50% plus is engaged in agriculture, but its contribution to economy is only 17 to 20% maximum. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं है. So that is the reason. So what should be done to improve its contribution, agriculture? That is why so many steps are being taken, like say Kisan Samman Nidhi, then Kisan Fasal Bima Yojana, so many things, both very many things they are doing, but still not much of an improvement in that regard. Good. So now answer this GD question. Do you think it will be possible for India to become a 5 trillion economy? By which year will it be possible?
So I think India can become the 5 trillion economy, and as the economist of our country, as expected, that the India will soon become like by the year 2027, the India will be a 5 trillion economy, and even uh, for even the World Bank predicted that by year 2037, India will be a 10 trillion economy.
Good. Can you please tell me what are the points you are remembering about the union budget?
Uh, yes, sir. So the union budget is introduced by our finance minister, Mrs. Nirmala Sitaraman, uh, and it is her fifth budget in a row. And she named this budget as the Amrit Kal, first budget for Amrit Kal. And and the government has envisioned India as the developed nation by the year 2047, which will be the 100th year of our independence. And to achieve that, the Nirmala ma'am have set three major goals on which they are working. These are um, these goals are growing opportunities for the people, growth and employment, and the macroeconomic stability. With that, she has also said this year the government will be working on the seven priority sector. She named that as Saptarishi.
Mhm. Good.
Yes.
Now, coming to State Bank of India, there is a separate scheme known as Sarvotam Deposit Scheme. Have you read about that? Are you aware of that? Sarvotam.
No, sir, I haven't gone through it. Sorry.
It is known as Sarvotam non-callable term deposit. That is a deposit which cannot be foreclosed. Okay,
So, what foreclosed means?
foreclosed means supposing you open a fixed deposit for 3 years,
Yes, sir.
but you want to close it after 1 year. In the case of normal fixed deposits, it is allowed. Only thing
Yes,
is,
sir.
we will find what is the rate of interest allowable for 1 year period minus 1%. That is how
Yes, sir.
we will return the funds. But this type of deposit is one which can never be foreclosed, and towards that what they do, they give some extra percentage of interest, 0.10% or so extra interest they do give.
Okay, sir.
Oh, good. Can you tell me about the digital products of banks?
Yes, sir. Digital products of banks include the internet banking, mobile banking, NEFT, RTGS, and IMPS, and also UPI.
Hmm. Tell me something about NACH.
So it is National Automated. Uh, Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall it.
Mhm. Tell me what are the recent current affair news you are remembering.
So recently, the first one is that the
You you are
SBI
from
has
you are from Uttarakhand, no?
no, sir, Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh. Okay, okay. Tell me.
So first of all, SBI has announced the completion of 1 billion, uh, 1 billion, sic- uh, 1 billion syndicated social loans. They have done with it. With that, the government, the ISRO, and with the DRDO has tested the reusable launch vehicle. And also, there's a news regarding the Chat GPT. Italy become the first country who has kept a ban on the Chat GPT. These things I can remember, sir.
Who is Piyush Goyal?
So he's a union minister. of no sir, I don't know.
Commerce Minister.
Okay, sir.
Please go through the list of union ministers, update it once again.
Yes, sir.
Very good. There was a news about Mussoorie Urban Cooperative Bank recently. What is that? Why that bank was in the news? Mussoorie Urban Cooperative Bank.
Sir, I think RBI has put some restrictions on this bank.
Super. Very good. Excellent. What is Pusa Krishi Vigyan Mela? It is referred to what? Pusa Krishi Vigyan Mela. What is
So
it
maybe,
referring to? It is
sir, I
relating to
don't
what?
know. Sir, I
It
don't know, but can you guess?
Pusa Krishi Vigyan Mela is organized every year by the Indian Agricultural Research Institute, and this year it will be held in New Delhi from 2nd to 4th March 2023. It was held. The Pusa Krishi Vigyan Mela is to be inaugurated by Union Agriculture. Who is the Union Agriculture Minister?
So Mr. Narendra Singh Tomar.
Yeah, the theme was nutrition, food, and environmental protection with Sri Anna. Yeah. Similarly, there is a mention about Nitin Gadkari in news. Who is Nitin Gadkari?
So he is a road and high transport minister.
Surface transport. Surface transport minister. Good, 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 good. Reliance Jio was in the news recently. For which purpose?
So I don't know.
Reliance Jio was in the news because it was the second strongest telecom brand in the world. Second strongest telecom brand in the world. It has increased from fifth place last year. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah. Here it is told Swisscom increased brand value by 5% and is the strongest telecom brand with a brand strength index score of 92. Indian brand Jio is the second strongest telecom brand, having a brand strength index score of 90 by 100. So just remember Swisscom is the topmost brand, followed by Jio.
Lunch.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
There was recently a news about Australia Deakin University. What is the reference about it?
So Australian Prime Minister has recently visited India, and he announced that the Deakin University campus will be set up in the gift city of Gujarat, and it will
Super,
be the first uh, foreign university in India.
super, good, excellent, excellent, good. I'm happy, good. These countries, Japan, US, South Korea, Taiwan, they are more interested in talking about which particular product that is very much needed by the entire world. What is that product about? Is
So
it,
I have no
say,
idea.
automobile or what? What is it about? Chip. It is about chip.
Shit.
There,
Okay, sir.
there was a reference about chip industry. Japan, the United States, South Korea, Taiwan have held the first meeting of senior officials under a US-led framework to help ensure stable supply of semiconductors. Could you follow?
Yes, sir.
Now, there is a reference about Bola Tinubu. Who is Bola Tinubu?
No, sir, I don't know.
Bolo Tinubu is elected as the new president of Nigeria. Okay,
Okay, sir.
very
Mm.
good. Now coming to some State Bank of India questions. Um, yeah. Now please tell me what is mortgage?
Sorry, sir.
What is mortgage?
So it is the collateral that a customer who needs a loan have to get kept as a security with the bank.
No, but you should tell the main important point. Mortgage is used in respect of immovable properties like land, building. Could you follow? The-
Yes, sir.
And the title deeds are given as security. This point you have to tell clearly.
Okay.
Can you tell me what do you understand by hypothecation?
Yes, sir. So it is the immovable properties or securities that a customer kept as a security with the bank. The difference between the mortgage and the hypothecation is that the in hypothecation the security is with the customer, I think.
Sorry, Rory, you are not prepared about this. You have to
So I
study.
have read it. Yes, I have read it. I am forgetting it now.
Mortgage refers to giving security of immovable property as mortgage. Full stop.
Mm.
Hypothecation refers to giving security of movable property. The possession and the ownership will continue to be in the hands of the borrower, just as in the case of car loan or in the case of open cash credit, where goods are available in the shop of the trader. After hypothecation, another one is known as pledge. Pledge refer to giving a charge over a movable property, but in this case, possession will remain in the hands of the bank
Bank.
or the lender. Could you follow? Ownership
Yes.
will continue to be in the hands of the borrower. Very good. Thank you. Now, any questions you would like to ask? What is your name? Anjali. You are answering well, but go with some more reading of current affair news and also some with, as I told you, with a happy face. जरूर
Yes.
आपको मिल जाएगा. Best wishes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Best wishes. God bless you.